about your mentoring the young girls. I know that you have the group is called Wonderfully Made Girls. You're the founder of that. So let's
Yes.
hear about that. Many of us have daughters or granddaughters or little sisters and young women out there that as more mature women, I'm always interested in how we can mentor our younger girls and women.
Yes. So with Wonderfully Made, I created it because to me it was something that was missing from my community.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for places to volunteer, and all of the places I found was for troubled youth. And I'm like, well, why would we wait till they get troubled? Is there
Mm-hmm.
anything that's kind of before? And I didn't find anything. So I said, you know what? I'm going to create it. So it was a lot of the programs that was already for troubled youth or pregnant
Mm-hmm.
teens, or you had to be a teenager. But I found very little, well, actually none. I didn't find any that was for like that middle age group. When you're in middle school and you're not quite a high schooler, but you're not in elementary, so you're still trying to figure out some things.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I said, you know what, I'm just going to start something. So I met up with some of the teachers at different schools, and two schools accepted me. One of the schools, it was an honor to go back because that was the school that I went to. And then the other school was School 19. But weekly, what I would do is every week during lunchtime for about 30, 40 minutes, come in and just really have like an open forum conversation with them about different things. So we talk about things from like bullying, friendships, goals, just being respectful, just anything going on within the community, just giving them that open forum to talk, but also bring up any issues and, teaching them conflict resolution and the importance of finishing your homework and doing well in school. And in doing that, I found that unfortunately, many young girls don't get that at home, unfortunately. And it's hard for them to come to school and focus on schoolwork when there's a lot of other things going on. So with doing that, I've been doing that for the past 3 years. And overall, I've mentored about 45 girls overall. And it's just been me, but it's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. I love doing it. I'm going to mentor them, but a lot of times I leave empowered by them because they're so awesome. They are so wonderful. And it is so needed that we make
Yeah.
sure that young girls know that they're wonderful just as they are. They don't have to be anybody else. They don't have to look at the TV and compare themselves or at each other and compare themselves. One of the saddest things is on the first day, one of the things I do is I have them write down all the negative things that people have said to them on a sticky note.
Mm.
And I put it on the wall and I read them out loud. I don't say who said what, but I just read them out loud and then I tear them up and put them in the trash. Because I always tell them that other people's thoughts and opinions and words about you don't matter. It's what you say to yourself.
Mm.
And
Oh.
that is one thing that I just want them to walk away with as they grow and go to high school, that, yeah, people are going to say whatever about you. You're ugly, you're short, you're fat, all these negative things about you. But you have to know who you are. You have to know that you're wonderful just as you are. And I think it's so important that they learn that at a young age. For me, I had to learn that as an adult,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a process. And it took a long time for me to realize I'm good, I'm great. But I feel like if we teach them that at a younger age, then they will be able to take on the world from a whole new different perspective and just be amazing as they go into this world.
Yes, yes, I agree. Thank you for doing this important work. I completely agree with you. I think that is such a hard age, and you honestly, you couldn't pay me $1 million to go back to being that age. It's a hard
Yeah,
age for girls, isn't it? I remember
it
being a
is
very,
because you're trying
you know,
to figure
oh
everything
gosh,
out. You're like,
right?
I'm not a baby, but I'm
I
not fully
know.
grown,
Oh,
and you're just
it's
you're kind of lost.
you really are. I remember being, like a very, very confident, fearless little kid. I was just,
Yes,
but then, boy, something happened. Like rightly, like you say, about fifth, sixth grade, all of a sudden, I put on my little baby fat, and went through that little goofy stage, right? And
yeah,
became so so self conscious, and then around by eighth grade, the opposite happened. I lost my baby fat, and all of a sudden, I got my breasts and my hips and a
yeah.
woman's body and the attention
Big
from boys.
change.
Oh, and I didn't know what to do with that. It's
Yeah.
really heady stuff. really
It
heady.
is.
So yes, and so thank you for the good work that you're doing. What can we, if we're
Thank
not,
you. You're welcome.
what can we, as women in the world, what can we do to help girls in this age group? Do you
Oh, I
think?
would definitely say if you can find the time to mentor.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
need that so bad. They need somebody to talk to. Sometimes it can't always be mom. Sometimes it can't
Mm-hmm.
always be, who they're living with. It has to be an outside source, and they need that. I, unfortunately, a lot of people say, "Oh, these young girls, they're just so bad and so fast and so blah blah blah." But they really just need somebody that's understanding, somebody that's consistent, and somebody that to show them that they care. And once you're able to do that, to gain that trust, to build that relationship with them, you can kind of mold them and teach them what they need to be taught. Because otherwise, you go into the world and you're just trying to figure it out. I was a young girl that had to figure it out. And
Yeah.
it's not that my mother wasn't a great mom; she was. I just kept stuff from her because I didn't know how to have that conversation with her. And a lot of young girls don't, because you feel like, I don't want to have that conversation with my
Mm-hmm.
mom. This is weird. This is awkward. I don't know what to talk about or even how to start the conversation. So it's just kind of, for me, my story, I just kind of like, and I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yeah. And
And
I don't know.
unfortunately, there's a lot of young kids dealing with depression. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
young kids killing themselves with suicide. So we just have to be mindful that even though they're young, they still have a life. There's still stuff that they're going through. And I used to always say, like, what would a young person need to kill themselves for? Like, what are they depressed about? But there is a lot that they can be depressed about.
A lot of
A lot.
pressure, a lot of pressure. And then you have, I mean, I'm not sure how old you are. I'm probably older than you are, but, I mean, we had the pressure when I was that age, but we didn't have social media back then. I think
Right.
that
I
might
didn't
play a
either.
role too. And
Yeah.
we're going to run out of time real fast. So let's make sure people know how they can learn more about your book and your programs and your speaking events, and how can they learn more about Natalie Lewis?
Well, you can go on my website. It's www.releasethequeeninu.com. And from my website, you can also follow me. My social media is strictly Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook, it's Release the Queen in You. Instagram, it's my name, Natalie Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
And follow me, stay connected with me. If you go to my website, you can join my mailing list. And yeah, stay connected.
Okay, that sounds good. And now, do you have any other books on the horizon? Are you working on what any? I know you're a
I
writer.
am. So
Okay.
my third book is due to come out this fall. It's called Broken No More, and I'm very
Mm-hmm.
excited about it because I wrote the book because one of the things that I realized with a lot of women is we're kind of accepting the fact, or in our minds, that I'm so damaged, I'm so broken, my life has been so hard, and I want to change that, because you are what you say. You're not broken. You're not damaged. You can turn your life around. I'm a witness to it because I've done it. And you just have to just be careful of the words. So with this book, it's more of a guide, and it's more of an encouragement to let women know that you don't have to walk around broken from your past or anything that
Mm-hmm.
you've gone through. You could break free. You could be free, and you can be whoever you decide to be.
Oh, I like that. One thing I'm getting just listening to you is, first of all, it's probably ideal if we can get this, positive messages about ourselves, at an earlier age than a later age. Of course, that would be the best, but it's never too late, right? It's never too late, even
Never.
if we're an older adult and we're figuring it out that, hey, I'm just fine the way I am, and I'm living a good life, and it's never too late to heal and
Not at
become
all.
whole, right? Well, you've
Yes.
been just a pleasure. I already got the 2-minute warning from our producer here. I can't believe that. We need to get together and have some coffee or a glass of wine and
Yes.
chat some more. Seriously, I have a feeling
I'll
we
be in
could.
Florida. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, I just thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and taking an interest in our show, and just all of the great work that you're really doing. I mean, this is a show for women about courage, and really your work and what you're about. You're maybe in different ways, but you're really doing similar work, and I very much appreciate all that you're doing.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, it's a pleasure. We'll have to have that. We'll have to meet somewhere in between New York and Florida, and we'll get together for that coffee or
Yes,
glass of wine. Deal?
deal.
All right, Natalie. Well, I thank you, and I thank everyone out there for joining us today. This is just such a pleasure doing this show and having these conversations about courage every week with you and our special guests. And just a quick reminder that I am also an author. I'm Debbie DePietro. I have a beautiful book out. It's called Short Morning Prayers, a collection of heartfelt prayers to start your day. You can find it on Amazon. I've been told you can find it in Cracker Barrel stores and Steinmart and various other outlets around. So check it out. It's a great gift for yourself and loved ones. Ladies, until next time, remember this: it's our time to shine. Let's make it so and courageously go.